Hello students, welcome to the SRBPS virtual classroom program. I am your biology educator Prerna Rathi. So students, let us now start the rest of the part of chapter life processes. Today we will be dealing with the respiration part of it. What do you mean by respiration? Respiration means the breaking down of the food in order to produce energy. There are various pathways that are taken by the breakdown of food. The glucose that you consume in food is broken down by three main pathways as it is shown in this figure. First, glucose gets converted into pyruvate and energy by the process of glycolysis. Then, further, this pyruvate can be converted into different forms by different reactions. Let us discuss these reactions in detail. As you can see, the most important one is the reaction which is called aerobic respiration, that is the complete breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide, water and energy. The energy formed in this reaction is much higher than all other reactions. So whenever we inhale oxygen, this is what is occurring in our body. Now, sometimes what happens, like during playing or during running or during taking up the stairs, we forget to concentrate on our breath, and due to which there is a deficiency of oxygen in our cells. Now, whenever there is a deficiency of oxygen in our muscle cells, instead of carbon dioxide, the product formed is lactic acid, which is a 3-carbon molecule, and very little amount of energy is formed. Due to this lactic acid formation, there is acute pain in the knees because this lactic acid gets accumulated in the joints and causes acute pain. So after that, what we have to do, we have to stop, take a deep breath. Deep breath means extra amount of oxygen goes inside. This extra amount of oxygen will help you to utilize oxygen to break down the lactic acid again to carbon dioxide and water, and thus it will give you a relaxing feeling. Apart from that, in organisms like yeast, anaerobic respiration leads to production of alcohol, that is ethanol, C2H5OH. This is formed. Some amount of carbon dioxide and a very little amount of energy is also produced in this reaction. I hope you've all understood this. This is known as respiration reaction. Let us now discuss respiration in human beings. The main organs of respiratory system in human beings are nostrils. Nostrils are the holes from which the air is taken inside. Then the nasal cavity, the cavity inside the nose, as you can see in this particular diagram. Then we have the pharynx, which is also called the windpipe, which leads to larynx, which is your sound box. Trachea, which is a cartilaginous pipe that you can see because rings of cartilage are present in trachea. Trachea divides into both the lungs to form bronchi. Bronchi further bifurcate to form bronchioles. Bronchioles, and at the end of each bronchiole, if you can see here, if this is the end of the bronchiole, there is a sac-like structure called alveolar sac. Inside this alveolar sac is alveoli, where the actual exchange of gases will occur. Oxygen will go out from here and reach the blood vessels, and carbon dioxide from the blood vessels will reach the alveoli. This is called the exchange of gases. Apart from that, there is a muscle here, as you can see, diaphragm. Diaphragm basically helps for the movement of lungs in order to cause breathing. Let me now explain what happens during this reaction. See what happens whenever the pressure inside the lungs is low. The air which is at high pressure outside, atmospheric pressure, which is higher than the lungs pressure, air will be inhaled, it will be taken inside. When this air is taken inside, the diaphragm moves down. Whenever the diaphragm moves down, the rib cage will in turn move out. When the rib cage will move out, the lungs will expand and get filled with oxygen rich air. This process is called inhalation. इनहेलेशन के बाद क्या होगा, मैंने अभी बताया था, alveolar sac में क्या हो जाएगा, exchange of gases. Here is O2 and in blood CO2. O2 will enter the blood and CO2 will enter the lungs. As soon as the carbon dioxide rich air is present in the lungs, the diaphragm will move back again upside. It will pull the intercostal muscles of the lungs, and thus lungs will be pulled inside. When the lungs will be pulled inside, they will contract when the rib cage is pulled inside, they will contract the lungs, and because of the contraction, the carbon dioxide rich air will come out of your nostrils. This process is known as exhalation. So the physical process that is involved in respiration is breathing, where inhalation is taking inside oxygen rich air and exhalation is giving out carbon dioxide rich air. In case of plants also, there is stomata which is present for exchange of gases. For photosynthesis, it takes in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen, whereas in case of respiration, it takes in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. On the stem, there are small lens-shaped openings called the lenticels, which help in exchange of gases. Similarly, on root also, root hair are there which are 1 cell thick, which help in the respiration process of the roots. So that's it for respiration. We will be dealing with circulation and transport of various materials in our next lecture. I hope you all understood what I taught. I suggest you all make complete use of the YouTube channel to enhance your learning. So until next time, goodbye, take care.